Now that we all know what tree we belong to, what can we learn about the roots of this tree? Who were Oscar's parents and grandparents? Where did our Jespersen ancestors come from? Oscar's father, Jens Peter Jesperson, was born in 1857 in Torslev, Denmark, and immigrated to Utah when he was 21 years old. He worked for 2 years to make enough money to pay for his parents, Christian and Anna Marie, to join him in Utah. Because of the stories they left with us, we can learn much about their homeland, their lives, and customs in Denmark, and the reasons they left their home country. Denmark is a Scandinavian country in northern Europe, made up of the Jutland Peninsula and hundreds of islands which border the Baltic Sea and North Sea. The largest island, Zealand, is home to the capital city, Copenhagen. Our Jespersen ancestors come from the rural area on the northern tip of Jutland, an area called Vendsyssel. The countryside is known for its gently rolling green hills and flat meadowlands. When we travel through the farmland around the villages where they lived, we are traveling back in time. Not much has changed in these farming areas over the years. The churches of the Lutheran State Church, or Church of Denmark, are well preserved with distinctive whitewashed walls and bell towers. We connect with the lives of our Danish relatives when we see their churches, because these are the exact places where they gathered for worship, baptism, marriage, and burials. Oscar Jespersen's grandfather, Christian Jespersen, remembered a particular graveyard at a church near his home in Torslev.
Da mine venner og jeg var knejder hjemme i Danmark, så kunne jeg godt lide at fortælle spøgelseshistorier til andre. En af mine venner påstod faktisk at have set et spøgelse. As a young boy living in Denmark, my friends and I would tell ghost stories to each other. One of my friends claimed that he had actually seen a ghost in the nearby graveyard the past several nights, walking among the graves, rising up and down in one particular spot. We all made fun of his story, but agreed to go near enough to see for ourselves. We watched at a safe distance, and sure enough, there was a ghost as my friend had described. I was curious and said, "Let's go closer and really see what it is." No one would go with me, and although I was a little afraid, I decided to go alone, determined to take a closer look. I found a grieving old woman whose husband had recently died. She had come to the cemetery each night to sleep on his grave. The wind blowing in her full white nightgown gave the appearance of a figure rising up and down. I said some kind things to her and persuaded her to go home. She agreed only when I promised to walk with her.